Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about a number of developments involving Hedera, including how Hedera could be at the center of further CBDC developments around the world. So before we talk about the main stories today, I'd like to show you a clip which features the co-founder of Hedera, Mance Harmon, going into some depth about the recent association between Hedera and MasterCard.
You know, this follows the same theme that we were just talking about. First off, they've moved away, which is interesting, right? They've moved away from a private blockchain to a public network for the solution. And why did they do that? They did that because at least they stated that they did that for several reasons. One was the governing council. They trust the governance of Hedera. And I've always said, going back to 2017, that when it comes to Hedera specifically, the tech is important, but I've always believed that the governance ultimately is going to be equally important and perhaps even more important as the industry begins to mature. When you have major organizations, multinational organizations that are building out their solutions, they care deeply that the platforms that they're building on top of are well managed, and they know that we have this governing council that is doing a good job, and it's managed, I should say, by peers of theirs, that sort of thing. So they care about the governance. They cared about the fixed costs per transaction. That's another statement that they made, and they care about the commitment that we have to making ESG reporting credible and providing the transparency that's needed for ESG reporting through the use of our technology, not just the layer one of Hedera itself, but also the Guardian, which is a tool that is being adopted very broadly now by the industry for management, reporting, and verification of ESG-related data items. Now, what are they going to do with this? Well, it turns out that what they care about is providing the transparency into the flow of product through the supply chain. And why is that? Because those that are financing the flow of that supply, the financiers that are involved in the agri-food value chain, they care, right? It's been very difficult for them as the people with the money that are providing the financing for the ecosystem to get transparency into exactly what's happening through that supply chain. If you have all of the players in the supply chain participating in the solution that is on this shared database, if you want to think of it that way, which is Hedera, that means that the financiers have transparency into the transactions, and it gives them more certainty about what what the risks are that are associated with the supply chain as they're providing the financing for.
So as detailed by Harmon, the direct association and the utility of Hedera's network by some of the biggest organizations around the world will bring about a number of benefits, not only for the specific organizations who choose to utilize Hedera's network, but for the overarching Hedera network itself, where overall utilities of Hedera will see invariable increases to the demand for HBAR. And this has led to a number of large organizations directly partnering and utilizing Hedera's network for a number of use cases, where the following tweet provided by the HBAR Foundation goes into some depth about the number of organizations which have a direct affiliation and association with Hedera, including Drop, MasterCard, Hyundai, and MTech. So, as we all probably know, we saw a huge drop in the value of the overarching crypto market yesterday. However, since the significant drop in value in the overarching crypto marketplace, we've seen the HBAR price substantially increasing in value. So, all of this may be due to the increased utility of the Hedera network, where over the past 24 hours, the Hedera network has seen significant increases to its overall utility, where over 113 million transactions were authorized, with an average TPS of 1.3 thousand, and this is all coupled with over 35,000 accounts synonymous with the Hedera network being created, and as a result, this has seen 5.3 thousand active accounts on the overarching Hedera consensus and tokenization service. So the upward trajectory surrounding the utility of the Hedera network in terms of its transaction capability, its high TPS, and the significant amount of transactions synonymous with the Hedera network, coupled with the huge number of accounts which have been logged onto the Hedera network, is extremely bullish. As we all may be aware of, Hedera is already the most widely utilized network on the marketplace, and with these increasing numbers in terms of the overall transactions on Hedera on a daily basis, the utility of Hedera's network will increase even more. So very exciting for Hedera, and this may be the main reason as to why the price of HBAR hasn't seen significant drops to its value, despite the overarching crypto marketplace seeing substantial decreases in value. So I'd like to talk about a recent initiative surrounding the dApp built on Hedera drop, which has a direct affiliation with the Federal Reserve in the Federal Reserve's instant payment protocol FedNow, where the article was entitled "Drop Listed in FedNow Service Provider Showcase." So the article provided details where it mentioned Drop envisions a global revolution in instant payments, offering consumers and businesses an alternative to credit cards through the use of fiat and Web3 digital currencies, and we are very excited to be part of the FedNow Service Provider Showcase to showcase our capabilities. And this is coupled with the article going into further detail and provided insights, where the article stated, Drop aims to provide instant payments via partners with FedNow adopting financial institutions, focusing on undeserved small value transactions in both consumer to business and business to business domains. Drop addresses market gaps with cost-effective solutions. So with Drop providing a number of innate qualities which makes it ideal for FedNow services, especially the app's instant payment protocol, this is all encompassed with the organization being backed and built on the Hedera consensus service and tokenization service, where Drop takes on the benefits of Hedera in terms of its high TPS, its high scalability, and its cost effectiveness. So with Drop potentially being at the center of a revolution in financial developments across the US, not only within realms within fiat, but also the rolling out of Web3 digital currencies, could see the wide-scale utility of DLT becoming more mainstream, including the likes of Hedera in this example. So very exciting for Drop, the Federal Reserve, and for Hedera. So I'd like to also talk about another initiative and protocol which is centered around Hedera, where over the next few weeks Hedera will join India's largest blockchain confluence event, where the event will involve discussions surrounding blockchain and Web3 developments, including how blockchain stories could be incorporated and improved. So as part of this development, a number of organizations across the wider Indian marketplace which are playing an active role in blockchain initiatives will join Hedera during this event. So this could spell good news for Hedera as a whole, as the wide-scale observation and participation at this event could draw more eyes to the overarching Hedera project, where the presence of Hedera during this event and greater discussions and exposure of Hedera's use cases to a number of stakeholders could see the utility of Hedera's network being more widely utilized across the Indian marketplace. And this could be quite significant, especially due to the developments across the Indian marketplace and the wider population number in India, where India is one of the most populous nations in the world, and with technological advances occurring across the nation in aspects surrounding technology, including manufacturing, supply chain, logistics, and e-governance, the utility of DLT will become increasingly more important. And with the potential for Hedera to display its innate qualities and characteristics, this could see more industries across the Indian marketplace utilizing Hedera's activities and characteristics. And this will spell good news for the overarching Hedera network and potentially for HBAR token holders, where the overarching utility of Hedera's network across the wider Indian marketplace could see substantial increases to the demand for HBAR, and as a result the price of HBAR may see synonymous increases, especially over the long run, and as more entities choose to harness the benefits Hedera's network provides. And finally, I'd like to show you a tweet from the Hedera team, where Hedera has partnered with Idemia Group, which is an organization which is set to provide secure, customizable and accessible solutions for central banks exploring CBDCs, as well as connecting Web3 developments across economies around the world. So with CBDCs looking likely to become a reality in the near future now across a number of nations around the world, and with a number of startup organizations entering this new industry, Hedera has been picked by a number of these startups to be at the helm of potential CBDC transaction verification in future CBDC payment protocols. When another example of a fintech organization which specializes in CBDCs, which has a direct partnership with Hedera in view of CBDC developments, is MTech. So with Hedera's direct affiliation with a number of fintechs centered around CBDCs, this will see another aspect of Hedera's network being utilized across another industry, and this will bring about a number of benefits to Hedera and as a result to the overarching marketplace within the DLT sphere and developments surrounding CBDCs and potentially Web3 protocols and developments. So very exciting for Hedera, and it will be interesting to see how Hedera is directly utilized and incorporated into CBDC infrastructure around the world. So CBDCs are looking likely to become a new industry that some other big organizations are looking to become a part of, where the MasterCard team are actually partnering with a number of large organizations in view of the rolling out of CBDCs. So it indicates how this industry is a ever-growing industry and will become more active as time progresses, especially as more nations look to utilize and implement their very own specific CBDC infrastructure. What are your thoughts on Hedera? Are you excited about Hedera's association and involvement in CBDC developments? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.